asking my husband Mike to come out and help me. I got pulled onto the Idaho scales on I-90, and I was overweight and overweight on my tandems. So I had to slide my tandems, and I'm overweight. So what are we going to do? How are we going to get across the country? I'm already 3-4 hours from where I picked up, where I loaded the onions. Trailer's sealed up. Can't dump them off the side of the road. Welcome to the LaFonda Jackson Show. My name is Lisa. This is my baby boy Teddy. And this is my husband Mike. And LaFonda is the Peterbilt 589. I named her LaFonda because I'm very fond of her. Currently today is Thursday, April 16th, and we are getting unloaded. This video is about when we got loaded in Prosser, Washington, and the scale there said I was 79,600 or 800. I'm not sure, but I was good to go. So we got on the road, and apparently their scale was off, and I went over the DOT scales in Idaho, and I had half a tank of fuel, and I was 80,660. So this video is, what did I do? You will see in this video. We made it to our delivery here at the Costco in Monrovia, Maryland. So obviously we made it across the country, but you will see in this video how we did it. So I hope you enjoy the video. Teddy! Baby boy! And also on this video, we avoided some pretty serious weather. We did hit some, and I also show some pretty scenery. Mike took some very, very pretty videos. So I hope you enjoy the video. When I crossed into Montana, luckily that scale was closed. It was a Saturday. So we lucked out there, and then I should have got myself weighed with an empty weight at the Loves in Prosser, and then when I got to Sunset Produce, weighed myself empty to see if their scale was right. Then I would have known. I will know to do that next time, because their scale was over 1,000 pounds off, and that is why I am illegal. We stopped at this little parking area. I've stopped here before. It's so beautiful. I wanted to show Mike and take Teddy out for a little walk. Now we're going to have to be driving nighttime to avoid the scales. But what my plan is, when I get to Butte, my fuel tank will be down to about 1/4 of a tank. I'm going to weigh myself there, and hopefully we will be 80,000 pounds, 200, and then I won't be too overweight, just 200 pounds, but I'm going to have to run 1/4 tank of fuel every time I go over the scales. And I use Trucker Path to see where the scales are and if they're open or not. There is a little path here that goes down to that river. And look at that tree. But it was really steep. And with Teddy still having his vestibular issues and being a little dizzy and woozy, we didn't walk down there. But we're really close to Butte, Montana, and I'm going to weigh myself, see what I weigh, and then I will probably only be able to put 50 gallons of fuel in. So when I get to the scales in Billings, I will be down to a quarter tank of fuel again. This is the sunrise the next day, Sunday morning, April 12th. We are just getting ready to get on the road and get over those scales in Billings. We will be down a quarter of a tank. Let's see how that goes. What's Teddy all worked up about?
I don't know, he pooped.
He pooped again.
Mm-hmm.
Was it diarrhea or normal?
No, it's normal, but it's like, it's formed, but it's not hard. I think it's that dog food.
Yeah, well, here in Montana, I don't really have to worry about North Dakota. That's why I'm going
Good
north.
for you. You have to take these tags off. That is not good for you.
Hmm.
What is that? What is that? Come on.
We just got fuel in Billings. That's where I bought Teddy that special toy. And I only put 50 gallons of fuel in here too. Now, fuel weighs 7 pounds per gallon, and DEF weighs 9 pounds per gallon. So I just put a little bit of DEF in here too to get me across into North Dakota. There is one more scale in Montana, but it's mostly always closed. And yes, it says it's closed. So we're good to go. But now we see some terrible weather we're going to be running into. My famous saying, everything happens for a reason. I decided to take I-94 through North Dakota because I knew that I would have less scales to go across. So I got fuel in North Dakota, in Beach, North Dakota. That is at the Montana-North Dakota state line. And I wanted to get enough fuel there to get me into Minnesota. Well, I didn't have enough time to get into Minnesota. I got 90 gallons of fuel, and I was still not quite to the quarter mark on my fuel gauge. So we had to wait and wait and wait where we were parked at in Castleton, North Dakota, mile marker 331. We had to wait there until the scales closed in Minnesota because I was overweight. So we waited until 8 p.m. and that's when we were finally able to get started when the scales closed. And everything happens for a reason. Because we waited there so long, we avoided some serious weather in Wisconsin and Minnesota. They even had a tornado in Minnesota, and we avoided that. We just hit some really heavy rain coming into Chicago. There was accidents on I-90, so I took I-294 around the suburbs of Chicago. And there was accidents on the other side, but not on our side. We pretty much lucked out. Just some morning rush hour traffic. Just trying to get into Indiana to take my 10 hours off.
With that area of 294, two accidents within a couple hundred meters.
That one's even worse.
Not as bad as that,
That was backed up for about 4 miles. And Teddy just sleeping away. He has no idea what's going on. Sound asleep. And then this accident here was backed up for about 6 miles. And a truck was involved.
Struggling. Back on his door. Back door.
Oh. We got this for Teddy. I know, his toy is pink. That was the only one that they had.
Waiting for us.
And I had to get Teddy a toy.
What did Mommy get for you?
He says, it's pink, Mommy. I don't want a pink toy. I'm a boy. We made it into Pennsylvania. The delivery is for Thursday, April 16th. But we're going to go home because we can make it home Wednesday morning. So we made it into Pennsylvania, avoided those scales, no scales in Pennsylvania on the turnpike. So I think we're good to go. Just have to make sure when I get home that I'm at a quarter tank of fuel for when I go over the Maryland scales when I deliver to Costco in Maryland. We have 2 more scales we got to worry about. Good thing I don't have to go to the bathroom because there's no parking at any of those rest areas. Such a beautiful sunrise in Pennsylvania on April 15th, 2026. Still no parking though. we're going to stop at the Loves on 283 in Pennsylvania because I have to get Teddy out. He needs to go to the bathroom. And I need to slide my tandems back so I can get into my driveway at home. Mainly, you just have to have your tandems slid for the western states, Midwest and Western. But here on the East Coast, they mainly just weigh you your total weight. So your total weight, mine legally is 80,000 pounds. Teddy is exhausted. He had a long ride. So we made it home. This is Teddy sleeping on his dog bed. He is exhausted. He must have really worked hard this trip. His little tongue sticking out. Baby boy. And we have off today and tonight, and then tomorrow morning we'll get up really early to try and avoid those scales in Maryland. Pulling onto the first scale in Perryville, Maryland on I-95. I was so nervous. I think I was more nervous for this scale than I was the whole trip coming across the country. And it says exit to I-95. Yes, we are good to go.
Oh my.
What, bumping? I know. This tunnel scares me more than the mountain tunnels. Because this one here, you're underwater. Pulling onto the second scale on I-70 in Maryland. And I got to go here too. And then Mike did say, well, we did unload all of our bags. We probably had 200 pounds worth of stuff that we unloaded. So that was good. Maybe I was legal here. I only had a quarter tank of fuel. Maybe I was just slightly over 80,000. I don't know, but we're almost to our delivery. And now we're pulling in to the Costco distribution center in Monrovia, Maryland. We made it. Sometimes they take your paperwork here, but she told me to go park and then walk back up with my paperwork. So that's what I'm gonna do. If you watch my previous video, they took 2 pallets off. and I thought I was legal on my weights. Well, I've never had the pallets all the way to the back here where we had to set the load bars on top of the onions because we didn't have enough room. So next time, they are definitely taking 3 or 4 pallets off. That's what it normally always was, but for some reason this time, 2 pallets, and the scale said I was legal there at the Sunset Produce, but like I said, it was over 1,000 pounds off. Right now we're just backing into our dock door, getting lined up so I can back in, get these onions off, and then I'm gonna fill up with fuel and DEF, diesel exhaust fluid, filling up with everything because I haven't been able to fill up this whole entire trip. There's about 10 load bars we have to get out of here, and we'll just prop them up in between the 2 trailers. And then we also have a board that we're going to lay down, that board right there that the load bars are sitting on top of. We're going to have to put that down on the ground so we can get backed in to the dock. Teddy got a new blanket from a Teddy fan, one of my subscribers. Hold on, Teddy. We have to show off the blanket. It it has beautiful Rottweilers on it. It was handmade by Cynthia. She also gave Teddy a bag of treats that he loves. You can find her on YouTube under Heartworks with an X. Thank you so much, Cynthia. This is beautiful. Now I just have it draped on Teddy right now, but we're going to lay it on the bed then. And this will be Teddy's special blanket with his giant lamb chop that he got for Easter. Right? Say thank you, Teddy. Thank you for the blanket and the dog treats. This is the other side. Made by Cindy Quilts. Thank you so much, Cindy. We love it. This Rottweiler has a crown, and then this here, she's honoring Liz, her mom. She made this for Teddy, the Rottie dog, king of the road in LaFonda Jackson, the big rig driven by his human Lisa, sewn with huge passion for quilting. Now Teddy's hot now. You like this blanket, don't you? And here we finally got the new LaFonda emblem, because the other LaFonda emblem was on the hood, and we went about 600 miles and it fell off. This is the damaged one, the one that fell off. And the person that made it said he reconstructed it. It's not supposed to be as heavy, but it looks to be exactly the same. So I said, I'm going to try putting this new one on, and if it falls off again, then we're putting the Peterbilt emblem back on. We will see. It's still beautiful. And Mommy has Teddy out to go potty. After we left the Costco, we pulled off on the shoulder, the exit ramp, before we got on 95, or no, on 70, I-70, to let Teddy out. Now we're pulling onto the scales. We are empty, so I'm not worried at all. We are good to go. But this sure is a rough road for the scale. I got the bypass, I guess because I was empty. Good to go.